Ladies and gentlemen, Citizen TV have released a leaked CCTV footage of Albert Ojwang's lifeless body being taken to Mbagathi Hospital at around 1:35 a.m. While we were told at the beginning that Albert Ojwang was booked in the OB records at 2:35 a.m. while alive. Who is manipulating the records? Who is behind all these lies? If you have not seen the video, I will give you a chance to watch it first, then we can discuss it later.
Na mtazamaji, runinga ya Citizen imepata picha za kipekee ambazo zinaonyesha namna maafisa wa polisi waliomfikisha marehemu Albert Ojwang katika hospitali ya Mbagathi hawakuwa na haraka licha ya madai ya polisi kuwa aliondoka kituo cha Central akiwa na majeraha yaliyohitaji huduma za dharura. Kanda hiyo imethibitisha polisi walichukua zaidi ya dakika 20 kumpeleka katika chumba cha dharura ambako wauguzi walithibitisha tayari alikuwa amefariki kabla ya kufikishwa hospitalini. Gatete Njoroge na taarifa hiyo.
Kanda hii ya CCTV katika hospitali ya Mbagathi inapata gari la polisi likiingia ndani ya hospitali polepole saa 7:35 usiku wa manane tarehe 8 mwezi huu. Maafisa watatu wa polisi wakikaa mbele ya gari wakishuka. Wawili wanasimama kando na kuanza kujadiliana na kuondoka kwa mwendo wa aste wakifuatwa na mwenzao. Nyuma ya gari hilo, marehemu Albert Ojwang anasalia bila ya kuangaliwa na yeyote. Shughuli iliyopaswa kuwa ya dharura ikionekana kujikokota licha ya maafisa hao kufikisha Ojwang waliyedai alikuwa na majeraha mabaya. Picha za ndani zinawaonyesha maafisa hao wakienda kuzungumza na wauguzi ndani ya hospitali. Dakika 2 baadaye wanaondoka nje ambako CCTV inanakili wakizungumza na simu. Wanarudi tena ndani na kuondoka nje tena. Wakati huu wote mmoja wa maafisa hao akizungumza kwenye simu. Baada ya dakika 10 hivi, mwendo wa saa 7:46 usiku huo, maafisa hao watatu wanaonekana wakitoka ndani ya hospitali na machela ya kumbeba Ojwang. Kwa dakika zingine 10 wanajitayarisha kumuondoa Ojwang ndani ya gari la polisi, wakiitisha usaidizi wa mlinzi wa hospitali. Takriban dakika 24 baada ya kufikishwa, ndipo wanaingizwa ndani ya hospitali. Hapa wanampeleka sehemu ya wagonjwa wa dharura ambako kwa dakika 10 walisalia ndani. Saa 8:10 maafisa hao wanaondoka na mwili wa Ojwang baada ya hospitali kudhibitisha alifikishwa akiwa tayari amefariki. Mwendo wa saa 8:15 usiku wa manane, gari la polisi linaondoka hospitali ya Mbagathi ikiwa imebeba mwili wa Ojwang. Kanda hii ikiwiana na ripoti ya hospitali ya Mbagathi iliyosema Ojwang akifikishwa alikuwa tayari amefariki, kwani alikuwa na majeraha mabaya na mwili ulikuwa baridi. Kanda pia imedhibitisha, kando na polisi kusema alipelekwa hospitalini saa 7:39, marehemu Ojwang aliwasili saa 7:35 na kupelekwa ndani ya hospitali zaidi ya dakika 24 baadaye. Matukio yanayoibua maswali chungu nzima na kudhihirisha wazi huenda Ojwang alifariki mikononi mwa polisi katika kituo cha Central. Kwingineko, mshukiwa Samson Talam ambaye ni afisa mkuu kituo cha Central anayezuiliwa na polisi kupitia mawakili wake amekana kuhusika na kifo cha Ojwang, akidai kuwa alikuwa amemwachia majukumu mdogo wake wakati mshukiwa alifikishwa kituoni.
We shall be producing CCTV footage to show that he was nowhere near the police station.
The people who brought Albert Ojwang into that hospital had no intention of bringing the guy for treatment. They were coming to just make a cover-up of him coming out of the hospital while he was still dead, while they knew that the guy was already dead. Because there are clear signs, because these guys were not in a hurry. First, they come with a car and then they place it, they park it at the far corner of the hospital compound. And then they take an extra 10 minutes to move from the car to the hospital. And when they enter the hospital, they take an extra 5 minutes within the hospital, and then they come out, pull the lifeless body of Albert Ojwang from the car and take him to hospital. Then Mbagathi Hospital has released a statement yesterday, saying that Albert was brought to that hospital while he was dead. They said that he was cold and he had bruises and bleeding and his face was swelling. Then I asked myself, the police officers had told us that Albert Ojwang had hit himself on the wall and he died. People refused to agree to that, and they went ahead and told us that he was actually killed. In fact, IPOA came out to say that Albert Ojwang was killed by police officers within the cell. In fact, now the IPOA does not tell us who switched off the cameras in the Central Police Station. They don't tell us who exactly released the petty offenders who are in that cell to allow Albert to be alone in a solitary confinement so that the killers can come and just do whatever they did. The IPOA does not do this. You know, at times we say that maybe it's not the government that was involved in this death. But sometimes it's so difficult to defend a government that keeps covering up things. If you look at the parliament proceedings that were happening the other day, the things that were happening there is that politicians, parliamentarians, Senate, the cabinet secretaries, the high-ranking police officers were all in defense of Eliud Lagat, who everybody thinks is the main suspect in the case of Albert Ojwang's death. Because if you go to Voi, if you go to Kisumu, if you go to Mombasa and ask who killed Albert Ojwang, everybody will tell you it's Eliud Lagat. Why do you have to just show the Kenyans a middle finger and just keeping this guy in office? Why don't you just remove him and allow for investigations to take place? You know, the reason I feel like this government has just made us look like fools is because these were pledges. When the Kenya Kwanza government were campaigning, there's a clip of William Ruto saying that they are going to remove state capture from the DCI, remove state capture from KRA, remove state capture from the security system. But what is he doing now? In fact, I have that video. Let me put it first so that we can watch and then discuss it later.
Belongs to those in power. They believe in impunity. They believe in monopolies. They believe in cartels. We want to tell them we believe in the rule of law. They have weaponized state institutions. They have weaponized the DCI. They have weaponized the EACC. They have weaponized the KRA to run political errands, to dismantle businesses that belong to people who do not worship them. And I want to tell them, this country will change. On our first day, we will free the DCI. We will free the KRA from state capture.
As you can see from that video, William Ruto looked like an angel. He was promising heaven on earth. He told people that he is not going to use the KRA for political gains. But you can see governors like Natembeya, Wamatangi being targeted by a KRA and anti-corruption commissions because of not supporting the government. Because this does not mean, why is it that the people who are targeted, the MPs, the governors who are targeted, are only those that do not support the government? Number two, all those MPs that do not support the government and are allied to former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua do not have security. When you decide, if you are a member of parliament, a senator, and you decide to support Rigathi Gachagua, all your security detail is removed. Meaning that all these security issues and the KRA and everything is all under state capture because they're not operating under the constitution because you're not allowed to do that. Another thing is that former President Uhuru Kenyatta, who is supposed to be having security, his security has been removed. Mama Ngina has been denied of security. So all these things that William Ruto was saying, he has become the person who has promoted it more than his predecessor. Okay, so I don't know why this guy doesn't want to promote accountability within the security system, because by now he should have fired Eliud Lagat. You see, unless somebody is protecting Eliud Lagat, and I believe now tomorrow DCI, the main job will be to look for the person who leaked the video instead of looking for the police officers who are seen in the cameras bringing a lifeless person into a hospital. You see, and probably those police officers, instead of being arrested, we are going to hear that they have been caught and somewhere they have been maybe disappeared. It will not be surprise me to see that those police officers are being targeted and they are going to be disappeared. And also, the person who leaked that CCTV is also in trouble, including that Bagathi hospital. And why did Bagathi hospital took too long to release a statement and took too long to release a CCTV footage? What was the purpose of this? I think this government is shooting itself on the foot. And given that although the election looks like it is too far, I think it's also too close, because this government cannot afford to keep on messing unless they don't want a second term. Because I believe that so many people across the country are very angry and they would wish for an opportunity to get them out of power. So I don't know about you. I want you to tell me your opinion. My name is Ngumba Mwangi, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed, please give me a like, subscribe to this channel, and thank you very much. God bless you. Peace.